Welcome to my channel Geography Now. In this video, I am going to discuss about geomagnetism and paleomagnetism concept. It is a very complex and important topic and I am trying to explain it in an easy way. If you find this video helpful, then please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for latest update. So let's get started. So here I am going to discuss what is geomagnetism. The Earth magnetic field and associated phenomena is called as geomagnetism. This topic is also related with other topics like continental drift, seafloor spreading, plate tectonic. So now we shall study about the Earth magnetic field because geomagnetism is associated with Earth magnetic field. In this slide, we can see how the concept of Earth magnetism has been developed. This phenomena predicts the human evolution. It means it is present on the Earth from millions of years ago. So this idea was first given by Dr. William Gilbert. Scientists agreed that the Earth behaves as a magnetic dipole. It means it has two poles, north and south, and the magnetic dipole is not aligned with the Earth axis of rotation, but it is inclined at an angle of 11.5 degree, and the south pole of the dipole points towards north and the north pole points towards south. Here I am going to talk about some approaches of Earth magnetic field. In the first approach, we see that in 600 BC, there was an island in Greece named Magnesia. The shepherd of that island used to wear wooden shoes which had nails. Their shoes used to stay stuck to the ground. It was concluded that there might be magnetic property present inside the earth. But deep inside the earth there is a high temperature, and we know that beyond Curie temperature a magnetic loses its magnetic property. So that's why this theory was discarded. This is the second theory. This theory is somehow acceptable, that is dynamo effect. Now we are going to discuss about this dynamo effect. We all know deep inside the earth there is a fluid which contains molten materials like iron, nickel, which shows magnetic property. When electron ejects out some those atoms, then they get ionized. When those ion rotates due to earth rotation, the magnetic field is generated. This is all about the theory. Here I am discuss about the evidences in support of dynamo effect. So in the first, you see there is no metallic fluid in the moon, that's why there is no magnetic field is present. In the second, the speed of the rotation of Venus is slow as compared to the earth, that's why magnetic field of Venus is less as compared to the earth. Third one, rotation speed of Jupiter is very high as compared to the earth, that's why magnetic field of Jupiter is greater as compared to the earth. So here I am going to discuss about some important elements of Earth magnetic field such as geographic north, geographic south, geographic equator and magnetic equator. Here you see that this is the geographic north pole or geographic north, and this is the magnetic north, and this is the geographic south, and this is the magnetic south. This is the equator and this is the magnetic equator. Here we can see the geographic north and magnetic north which have an angle 11.5 degree between them, and also same in the case of south. Here we see that the magnetic dipole inside the earth is of opposite polarity to the earth, north to south. So this is the also the elements of earth magnetic field. So it is the geographic meridian, which is at any place on earth's surface the plane passing through geographic poles, and that point is known as geographic meridian. So here in this picture you see that this is the geographic meridian, and at any point on earth's surface the plane passing through magnetic poles, and that point is known as magnetic meridian, and this is the magnetic meridian. And the inclination between magnetic meridian and geographic meridian is of 11.5 degree 5 degree. And third one is the angle of dip. This is the very important concept, and the angle of dip is basically the angle made by a dip needle in magnetic meridian with the horizontal component of earth magnetic field is called angle of dip. So here you see in this image that BH is represented as horizontal components of earth magnetic field, and BV represented as the vertical components of earth magnetic field, and this BE or B actual represent the actual earth magnetic field. So in the respect of horizontal component of surface and the actual magnetic field, some inclination is created, and this inclination is known as angle of dip. You should be keep on in your mind that angle of dip is 0 at magnetic equator and it is 90 degree at magnetic pole. So from this we are going to learn how to calculate the earth magnetic field at different positions on the earth. So in the first questions, in the magnetic meridian at a place, the horizontal components of earth magnetic field is 0.264 G. G is the nothing but the unit of earth magnetic field. It means the Gauss, and 1 Gauss is equals to 10 to the power minus 4 Tesla. And dip angle mention it 60 degree. Calculate magnetic field of the earth. So these are the three formula. Using of these three formula you can calculate the magnetic field of the earth. So this is the BH already said in the questions that 0.264, and the angle dip angle said 60 degree. So this is the formula BH. I am write down the 0.264. BE is the calculated portion and the I is the inclination 60 degree. So cos 60 degree is the half. So after the calculation from the equation we'll get the 0.5 degree 0.52 Gauss. This is the earth magnetic field of the earth. Now we discuss about the angle of declination. Here said that at any point on earth's surface the angle between geographical meridian and magnetic meridian is known as angle of declination. In the previous slides we learned about inclination. Now we are going to discuss about angle of declination. A needle always points towards magnetic north-south direction, and if we walk towards north seeing the compass, then we would not able to reach the actual geographic north. So it is important to calculate the angle of declination to get the right direction. Angle of declination is large at the pole and small at the equator. So these are the three elements. By using or by knowing of these three elements you can determine the magnitude and the direction of Earth's magnetic field at any point. So first one is angle of declination, angle of dip and horizontal components of Earth magnetic field. So this is the paleomagnetism concept. So paleomagnetism is the records of Earth's magnetic history in rocks and sediment, as there are three types of magnetic materials such as diamagnetic, paramagnetic and ferromagnetic. We know that the ferromagnetic materials contains the magnetic orientation, and such materials formed during any volcanic eruptions or found in any rocks describes the Earth's magnetic orientations. So Earth magnetic orientations is always changing with the changes of rocks, etc. So thus, by studying those rocks, we can learn about the continental drift and plate tectonic theory, etc. So from the paleomagnetism concept, another concept is arising, which is polar wandering. So polar wandering means the magnetic poles keep on changing from time to time, and this has been recorded due to continental drift or moving away of the continents, and also the plate tectonic activity, which talks about the converging and diverging of the plate. So thank you. That's all in this video. So please subscribe my channel and please press the bell icon.